Hi everyone, my name is Emilia Hermosa, and today I'll be speaking about Turkey's emergence as a republic and its relation with the Arab world. For instance, the Republic of Turkey emerged during a very turbulent time. Um, for example, this happened after World War One, and it was the League of Nations that had to decide who was going to control the Ottoman dynasty. Anyhow, a national movement emerges, and they wanted to create consolidate a republic itself, an independent republic. And so the country was in a serious danger of a split. Anyhow, Mustafa Kemal leads this national movement to protect Turkey and its people. Who was conforming this group? It was the military, the bureaucracy, and the bourgeois, very powerful and influential people. They wanted to eliminate the Sultanate that had been the customary regime since the Ottoman Empire. It was a constitutional monarchy that they wanted. They said that the monarchy government was established by constitution that limited the power of the monarch. Anyhow, the new movement, the nationalist movement, wanted to isolate the Sultanate from the government, and they were able to make the first step through the National Pact in 1920, which established secularism, and in 1922 they are able to establish to eliminate the Sultanate itself. And how there were many confrontations within the latest regime ideological impositions. Anyhow, this was not the only confrontation and problem that Mustafa Kemal Atatürk had to establish an independent republic. He had to fight the War of Independence. Greece had occupied Turkish territory, and it had the support of countries as big as the United States, as France, as Britain, and Italy themselves. Anyhow, he is able to beat the Greeks in only 20 days. And so the rest of the allies decided that their best option was to withdraw military actions. Um, After its victory, it is that everything starts to become better for Turkey. For example, Russia recognizes Turkey as a state first. And then it is in 1921 that all the states ratified the Treaty of Lausanne, and this was a turning point since it made Turkey a recognizable state in the international arena. It ceased the war, and it brought equity between Muslims and non-believers. Kemalism is established under Mustafa Kemal Atatürk's regime, and it was a European model which was very successful. It called for peace within and outside border lines. And in only 2 years, it already had established peaceful bonds with 15 other nations. It brought many social changes, such as the restructuring of families and appearance, their clothing, their alphabets, their education became more scientific, and there were many historical rewrites. Um, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk became elected president of the party, the Kemalism People's Party, and then elected president of the republic in 1923. His government thought that the most important things were these 6 arrows of Kemalism that are still present in Turkey's government now, and it is first republicanism, nationalism, populism, reformism, statism, and secularism, of which secularism is the most important premise of these 6 principles. Anyhow, it is important that they all are the basics of the country. They thought that sovereignty was a national matter. They gave less autonomy to ethnic groups because they believed that all Turks were part of the same nation. There were many reforms necessary and positive made. For example, they focused on the investment of state-owned enterprises, and they separated religion from politics, and these were all reforms that were very powerful and better for Turkey. Now, the foreign relations politics during the 1960s. After World War One, Turkey established very close relations with the United States. And regarding the European Union, it was since this time that Turkey wanted to become part of this union, anyhow, until now, this has not happened. Turkey became part of the NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and it became 10th as a military force in the international arena. It also became part of the Central Treaty Organization, and this organization wanted to prevent the Soviet expansion in the Middle East oil-producing countries. Regarding the Middle East, Turkey always had wanted to become a peace facilitator, a peace builder between all these areas, especially because of its geographical position. It wanted to unite the Arab countries with the West itself. Um, all right, I hope you have enjoyed this presentation and that you've learned much more about Turkey and its history. Thank you.